This article is coming from Yahoo Finance. Tesla here's the supercharger network that Rivian, Ford, and GM are joining. Tesla's supercharger network has helped the EV company dominate market share across the world. Now there's roughly 45,000 superchargers globally, 17,000 located in the US throughout 6,100 locations. And here's a quick map of where those locations chargers are located. You can see the bulk of them are in the tri-state area, and this is probably the San Diego area, and this is the LA area, and then throughout the Midwest, central area, has some concentrations along the east coast of Florida. That appears to be Tampa. This is, I don't know, you got the Dallas, Fort Worth area here. This has to be Chicago. This looks like Massachusetts. So let's go on. The Biden administration is spending $7.5 billion to build a national network of 500,000 EV chargers by 2030. However, Tesla's very smart. One of the reasons why they opened up their supercharger network is that they get subsidies from the government. So that was very smart, right? In addition, the other benefit is that it's going to speed up EV adoption. According to projections from PricewaterhouseCoopers, the number of EVs in the U.S. will climb a steep hockey stick trajectory to 27 million by 2030 and 92 million by 2040. This compares to about 3 million EVs in 2022, and we'll get into a chart in a minute. So yesterday, Rivian announced that they reached a deal to use Tesla's supercharger network. This is on top of deals made last month between Tesla and GM and Ford. Throughout the Tesla charger network touts over 17,000 charging plugs. Only about 12,000 of those will be available to Ford, GM, and Rivian owners. So don't fret, Tesla owners. You still will have sole access to roughly 5,000 charging plugs. So Rivian, GM, and Ford EV drivers will be able to utilize the supercharger network beginning in 2024, and by 2025, the charging port will be built in Rivian, Ford, and GM EVs, meaning that drivers will no longer have to rely on purchasing a Tesla-made adapter for charging. Elon got to be laughing in his sleep over this. According to estimates from Piper Sandler and Company, the partnership should yield up to $3 billion a year in revenue for Tesla. Now, Tesla made about roughly 80 million and 80 billion in revenue last year, so this is just a P in the bucket. However, this was the chart I was referring to. Say 2023 we're forecasted to be over a little bit over 1 million in sales in EVs, but that 3x's in 7 years. So even if Tesla did not sell another car, they would probably bring in by 2030 $20 plus billion in charging revenue, right? But short term, this is going to help them pay for the network at a minimum, maintain the network. All right, so let's go to the charts of Tesla. This is the daily chart, and we had this big head and shoulder. This was the helicopter money we saw back in 2020 into 2022, and when the helicopter money went away, Tesla sold off roughly 75%. It hit this beautiful daily buy zone at 105. On the way up, it did form another daily buyers level at 142. However, price could not get that low. We have an area of interest at 200 as well. These green candles was the run up, the 13 or 14 straight day in the green. We have gap here, gap here, gap here, gap here. These are weekly gaps. So Friday into Monday, Prices were bid up over this 14, 15 day up straight trading for Tesla. Uh, Price a couple of weeks ago broke above and closed above this up trend line. You have resistance, support, 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 resistance, and we finally broke out. Now we are selling off. This is Tuesday. We are selling off. You know, the price is overextended, right? Let's just go to the daily chart. So prices are now above the 200-day moving average, which is bullish. We have all the moving averages starting to curl up, which is also bullish. Let's put in this uptrend line here. All right, that is a crazy momentum to the upside, right? So price has to settle down and allow the moving averages to catch up. This was the area of interest that I was looking at on the weekly chart. This is the $200 level. This also serves as support with the 200-day moving average right above, below price. What would be nice is if we get a pullback and retest this upper trend line. My short-term target is $300, which is a round hole psychological number. Let's pull back out to the weekly chart. And that would be where we had the shoulders from this big head and shoulder pattern. But again, pullback is inevitable. Price is overextended. Let the moving averages catch up. What would be nice to see is a pullback, roughly $40 to the 230 level before prices resume its upward trajectory. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.